did that. Fuck. Fucking laughed. Fucking shouldn't have laughed. There was a red light. I get Squid Games. I actually survived Squid Games. Technically true, because the hospital's like Squid Games. I think I did some good work today. So, I feel like I've realized it before that every quantum mechanical scheme is imaginary, even including macroscopic quantum mechanical schemes. Like if it's quantum, it's imaginary. Imaginary quantum upon the magic query. Does that make sense? I just threw that together in like a minute. But I'm not a rapper. And this would make sense because every solution to a quantum mechanical system is inherently a wave function. It makes less obvious sense, ostensibly, in the circuit analysis system. But if you were to just, like, if you were to simplify it as electrons, as because the principle of superposition applies to quantum mechanics and the wave functions. You can have multiple wave functions in a space coalescing, and that's basically what electricity is. It's just a bunch of electrons and wave functions. That's so fucking cool, bro. Oh. And people already know this, I assume. Because I do it in like a blog post. Like, it's not that special. It's actually very simple to me. And you might think that's not math, as, like, that's valid. Oh, I realized at the bus stop, I was like, sorry, the time waylaid me. I was like, not like the real lifetime, although it could be. Is if you tune into these streams, you may not like me, but you at least can tolerate me. Because I was like, nobody fucking watches my streams. And even if they did, they wouldn't like me. But I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because, like, why would you if you didn't like me, why would you tune into my stream? Actually, no, I did this to Sony Digital. So, he has a 10-minute requirement to be able to chat, like, follow him for 10 minutes. To be able to chat in a stream, if you're on Twitch, you know what this is. The 10-minute requirement. So, I joined his stream. I know what car he drives. And I follow him for 10 minutes. As soon as the 10 minutes are up, because the timer is timing down, I go, I can't remember, like, fucking Scion FRS or Toyota BRZ. It's a great track car. And then I just fucking unfollow, and then I just leave. The first reaction doesn't give me one. Fucking God, that's funny. God, that's funny. To me, anyway. I'm insane, not ugly. And the planets align on the 21st? No, the 26th or something like that. I was wondering what that meant because I'm the protagonist. I feel just dirty saying that now. I used to genuinely believe it because of thought broadcasting and how it made me this spiritual being. Not necessarily the incarnation or reincarnation of a spiritual being, like Jesus. Like, that's a common theme. But I thought I was effectively God because I could time travel and win a bunch of money. Now I feel dirty saying the shit that I used to say because it's just not psychotically motivated anymore. But I'm sure something happened in your life that aligned with the stars aligning. And I'd hope so, because that means you can put meaning to it. Something good. Obviously, where are the other stars and planets? Oh, that one red one's glowing. Oh, that looks like Venus. Because it's... Why don't I just do this? That's so cool. These are apparently planets. I don't know what planets they are. Wait, how do I do this? You gotta move with it. Oh yeah, that was a funny fucking thing. Is that every single civilization knows of the pyramids of Giza on the planet. From the point where the Egyptians did it and the Egyptians did it. Which I just find fucking crazy. Because that means Einstein used it. He stole it from the Egyptians. I made a running joke a long time ago, saying that I guess it's not really a running joke. Nobody else has it. It is technically a running joke, but I don't even know what a running joke is. So basically, it comes up. I was on this image board named Psy, and fuck, I'm the bad guy. A life of expiation is not a life I intentionally live, but it is a life I will live intentionally, not intentionally. It'll just be naturally. And I'll just atone. There's the other fucking planet. So they were like, yeah, Einstein was a patent clerk at the time when he discovered relativity. He had graduated from physics and taken electromagnetism, where you learn about retarded potentials, and the speed of light is capped at c. Relativity is the application of matter instead of electricity and magnetism, like the fields. It's matter capped at c. Because if you, there's analogies. I can explain one in a very poor level because I don't really remember it, but I understand the concepts. Stephen Hawking did a good documentary on it. Anyway, they said he was a patent clerk because he was, and that he stole relativity from a patent that he saw and then published it. And this has fucking zero credence. It's hilarious to me that people would think that. because he quit the patent office and then developed a very mathematically intense theory called general relativity. And it took him 10 years to do so. So where would he have stolen that from? Well, no, it has some credence, actually, in the fact that Einstein could have seen the idea and then taken it and, like, understood it to a great level, but he still could have stolen it. So I was like, Einstein stole it from the Egyptians because the Pyramid of Giza is the coordinates match up to the speed of light, like, perfectly. I wonder if every planet that has life on that has that. That has life on it has that. That's kind of an interesting thought. The coincidence and, like, the solar eclipse. These weird coincidences that just kind of happen, and it doesn't matter your belief. It won't make you believe until you see a lot of them, and then you convert. So I was like, he stole it from the Egyptians, and then today I added on to the joke that since every single civilization has the pyramids as a reference to civilization, and the Pyramid of Giza in specific, they all see the speed of light, the coordinates to the Pyramid of Giza, the same. Because the number system's all the same. So that means that Einstein stole the very common concept that everybody knows the speed of light from the Pyramids of Giza from the Egyptians. Because they put it at the speed of light. They were like, this is, you know, like, they held out their tuning forks, and they were like, where can we put this that will be so incredibly seminal? And so they put it at the speed of light. And you may not believe me. You can literally go look it up if you don't believe me. It doesn't bother me. What does bother me, though, is Einstein fucking stole it from the Egyptians. And they don't even have a language anymore. They speak Arabic in Egypt. Egypt's a fucking outdated language. It's a dead language. Fuck. To be fair, they were just scribbling on walls. They're scribbling chicks with dicks on walls. Oh, that's me. Oh yeah, the analogy. So imagine you're on a train and you bounce a ball up and down. That ball on the train moves directly up. You're on a moving train, and you look at that person bouncing a ball up and down. You can see them perfectly because the side of it is all windows. And he bounces up and down, directly up, directly down, directly up, directly down, you know, on the train. And you look at that person as the train is going by. And if you track the position, as if to say, you like think with your eyes. Like, imagine you were actually looking at that and your eyes were going sideways, the direction of the train. And your eyes would go sideways, and then they'd go up and down, and they'd go like that. And that's relativity. The fact that you could have two different observers, one of them sees it go no direction sideways, and the other sees it go sideways and up and down. That's the concept of relativity. Is everything is relative. There's no perfect frame. Allegedly. I'm going to say that God is the perfect absolute frame. Because it fits into me, my theology and my physics beliefs. Excuse me, blah. God, this is cool. And it's a shame you can't really learn it without the math. I mean, you can learn the concepts, but without the math, it's just it's not useless. It's just very hard to do something because you can't show it mathematically. You can't, in a nature language system, you can't show it to be true unless you know the math. Because physics is quite literally just equations. There's an equation for every concept. And that's just how it is. And if there's not an explicit equation, then there's like an operation, or a constant, or a function, or something. There's always something that you could use it to explain mathematically. And this is the same for mathematics, pure mathematics, which is about as mental masturbatory as physics, if not a little more. Actually, I don't have anything against pure mathematics. I know there are some math undergrads who will be like confronted with a physics problem and then turn it away and be like, that's disgusting. It's physics. It's so easy. And then, like, this is literally, there was a student, an undergrad teacher assistant, and he was in my proofs class, and he was bragging about how he did well on the proofs in like second year. And like, I fucking, later on, I'm on the computer doing something in the computer lab, and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, I need help." It's so easy. Like, he says something along those lines. With that, not with that. On that image board, there were so many math undergrads who were like, "Physics," but it's like, I don't, like, where does that come from? If you were to look, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into it because it's not like, it's just like, why? Like, so much animosity for no reason. I don't know. Yeah, now you understand relativity. Now you can do general relativity where the planets actually orbit each other, not through force. And it's like, God, that is just fucking venerable. I do stole him. Einstein, that is. Because he's just such a genius. Four-dimensional fabric. Thus, like, how does that happen? Like, how do you just like, yup? It's actually like fucking crazy. Like, I can do the math and I can wrap my head around the physics. Oh, adapt. Like, adapt is such a fucking minor word to use for. Like, the brain is insane on that one. Query, imaginary. Magic Query, imaginary. Ugh. Okay. I'm almost out soon. That's kind of good. Because I think I would literally just live stream my life. But I can't need to have like a second monitor. So I can properly. So I could properly, like, reply to my friends instead of using my phone to do so. Because I try and keep them private. I try to respect their privacy now. Didn't always before, just kind of did it. Just kind of, no. The one viewer. How you doing, viewer? Okay, I think that is a yes. How you doing? Yes. Why even put like one viewer on there? Oh, how did I not realize that? One viewer is more common than 0 viewers, I bet. So if you were to look through the database, because that's how those people found me last time I streamed. I don't know what happened to them. I think they removed me on Twitter. I can't remember their names, and I have no chance of finding them. Obscurity by security. Security by obscurity, rather. So that's interesting because the majority. No, can that be right? A plurality of viewers have one viewer. A plurality of Twitch streamers have only one streamer. I can't see a proof for that. That's a statistics thing. You can't just because it's human dominated. It's macroscopic, it's not imaginary. Oh, if that's fucking true. Oh, damn. That's Gucci Mane. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God. My fucking notebook. If I lost that, I would have been peeved. I am not gonna brag. And if I did say that, I'd be a bragger. And since I said that, I'm gonna have to say it anyway. I'm like high percentile in a lot of areas. And actually, no, not really a lot of areas. Not really. My physics is just undergrad level, but I retain information like crazy. Like I graduated fucking 7 years ago, almost 6.5 years ago, a little over 6.5 years ago. And I've done a little bit. I relearned PDEs on that test blog, which was fun. And then my scenario for the heat equation showing that there's a difference in temperature attained based on the original temperature and the final temperature. I used the heat equation to show that because that's evident in the heating law, the Newton's law of heating, Newton's law of cooling, whichever one you want to say. Because it's inherently just a temperature difference in the exponential. The bigger the temperature difference, the bigger the exponential, the faster it'll go, by definition. So if you want to cool your coffee, the fastest way to do it is put ice cubes in as soon as you can. Like literally, you're in a Keurig and it's like fucking halfway done, you fucking throw the ice cube in there. So what I was gonna say about percentile is my language grasp is like, it's not bad. Like I have quite a good grasp on the English language. And I'm also terrible at learning languages. When I wasn't immersed and did the French class. another thing is it's so satisfying to just see an equation and have such an understanding. Not that you need like the greatest understanding, but just to like see an equation for physics and be like, oh yeah, that means that, that means that, that means that, that means this is what that means. Like I can look at the Newton law of cooling. If I know what the variables mean, because it's a language, I'll tell you exactly what it does and what it looks like on a graph and how to like maximize it. Because there are literal operations in very basic calculus that will tell you how to maximize something and minimize it. And it's so useful in physics and like economics, because if you related rates. But physics not that useful. I can tell you how to cool something fast and how you heat it up. I would say that turning on so when you preheat an oven, you turn it to the desired temperature. It would technically, by the power law, what the fuck, Joule's radiation law, because the temperature difference, it would supply a current to turn it up to that temperature, the heating coils, or the heating bars, the heating wires, because they're literally just wires in there. You just fucking throw electricity into them, and they start heating up. Copper. No, not copper. Copper does it, but it's not very efficient at doing it. It's like nickel chromium is toaster wire, I believe. The mask wires that we use to light cigarettes here are aluminum, I believe. Anyway, if you were to preheat your oven to say 450 when you want it to 400, it would theoretically, under the assumption that it does in fact put the desired temperature, heat, current, like it puts the current into the wire to heat the thing up to. Nah, that's probably not true. So the assumption's faulty, so it's just basically, I'm just gonna recant my statement. And literally that time. I'm not just gonna go through with it. Fuck, I'm dumb. Like, the acceleration thing when you're at a stoplight, if you had like a row of like 20 cars and everyone accelerated at the same time, the last car would get out significantly faster. Because if you imagine a bunch of cars going 1, 2, 3, 4, like, here's car 1, boom, 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 and then car 5 took that long, instead of just like car 5 being like accelerating with them and being gone. I could steal a car. I'm kidding. I feel like when I said that and I was like criminally insane. Like, what kind of fucking positive is that I'm criminally insane? Fucking, that's crazy, bro. I'm not. Literally not criminally insane. And if you say I am, I'm gonna fucking burn your car. That wasn't that funny. It was just like, what was funny was that I know it's wrong to say that, so I find it funny. That's actually a pattern that I should establish. Because that's new to me. What else is useful from physics? It's not that the usefulness in physics I shouldn't be that afraid. I'm almost out of here, but I could feel it having consequences. Or I'm misreading it. I don't think they'd find it though. I haven't put it anywhere. I put it on an Instagram post for like a few minutes and then took it off. But like, there's two facets to physics. There's experiment, which is the vast majority of physics. And there's theory, which is about 100 years old. Same with about pure math. It's all theoretical and has very little application, if it does. And this framework of theoretical is basically just write shit down, do a bunch of math, and in physics, you have a physical correspondence to the equations. In math, you just kind of... It doesn't have a physical correspondence. It does technically have physical correspondence. No, it doesn't. The physical correspondence was lost with the ZFC because of the paradoxes like Bernard-Tarski paradox and the axiom of choice. These aren't physically possible situations. Like, set theory is kind of nonsensical. It's too abstract to be physical. But anyway, it's logically coherent, which is what makes it studied. And so what I'm trying to get at with the dichotomy that physics is experimental and theoretical, I should say or there, but it's technically both, so it's not a dichotomy, but it is a dichotomy in the profession that you choose as you study. I'm just thinking about something. I wish there was like voice generated chatbots. So like if it threw a word up, if it heard a word, like if it was like a chatbot listening to the Twitch stream, and AI could do this. If it heard a word that was like whitelisted or blacklisted, or yeah, blacklisted would work. It would cut it out. But you couldn't do that on a live stream, really, unless it was like really fast AI. Eventually, find the word, and it's intelligible. But anyway, experimental physics and theoretical physics, those two go hand in hand, but they also are very far apart. For quantum physics, it was proposed by physicists in the early 20th century that this shit worked. Planck, with Planck's law, Planck spectral function, de Broglie relation. That's how my prof said it, de Broglie. And these are things that were experimentally verified, thus giving credence to the theory of quantum mechanics. But general relativity is harder to prove. There's LIGO with the black holes colliding. And there was also this badly launched spaceship like it was like a satellite that they fucked up, and it had an internal clock, as satellites do. Relativity plays a big fucking change in satellites. They have to have corrective factors because it goes badly out of sync, because they're both moving quite fast and the gravity is less, so they have a two-part time dilation where moving fast slows you down. Oh no, speeds you up, and gravity slows you down. So as you go further from the planet, you speed up, and then as you travel... Hold on, did I get that backwards? I don't fucking know. Basically, you're fucked. Space travel's fucked. I don't go into it because I'm sardonic about it. Like, I shit on it as much as I can because... And I really shouldn't. I still haven't got to the point of the fucking experiment of this. That must be so frustrating. If you're actually intently listening and you want to know the answer to that, and I just keep fucking digressing. Just tangential behavior. I am a first derivative on a function that is smooth and continuous. Tangent line. Technically. That was a badly way to say it, but so physics and engineering, like engineering and physics, like no, but like, hold on, let me get my battery out. Can't fucking see shit. So the vast majority of history of physics and pretty much everything has been practical, and I don't need to do that with this. You need oh shit. Practical, and I should just fucking do that. There you go. And not theoretical. The proof of that is just theoretical physics is pretty much non-existent. They all did things practically. Like Newton tested it. I don't actually know how Newton tested it. He was like, I don't know. Projectile motions, shit like that. So the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of people can just throw circuits together and figure shit out experimentally, and it's a lot faster and quicker than just doing a calculation. Sometimes. Like, I could have fucking realized that it doesn't matter the length of the cable. Up to a certain point, which is, realistic. I should try and calculate what that point would be. Apparently it's 4 meters, but I don't know why it would be 4 meters. Like, you could theoretically go longer because the resistance of the wire is negligible. But, like, I could have just looked at how fucking not short wires were, like charging cables, and been like, yeah. Doesn't feel like this fucking. What the fuck is that? What's on my face? Okay, here's a fucking diatribe. Tesla, Nikola Tesla, fucking charlatan. Fuck that guy. He stole literally everything he did except maybe Tesla coils. And Tesla coils are fucking useless. Like, you get a Faraday cage up and you get a fucking iron suit or an iron suit, and you just fucking, you get zapped by it, but you don't get zapped because of the Faraday cage. Faraday, fucking that guy. I don't know much about him, but I know he's more of a fucking scientist than fucking Tesla. Like, if you go to his Wikipedia page, like, just hear me out. You go to Tesla's Wikipedia page, and you look at the shit that he invented. He did so Okay, well, ignore that part. That comes later. So you click on what he invented, and then you look at who it's attributed to, accredited to, rather. And then you look at the history of it, and it's like, yeah, these people did that. Like, for instance, torpedoes. Or, no, remote control. These two guys invented remote control, and they made a boat, and they put it on the thing, on like a lake, and they showed our pond, and they showed people, and then they also tried to sell it to the military. According to the Wikipedia, they tried to sell it to the military as a torpedo device. Nikola Tesla did the exact same thing. Like, literally, he just read he's a fucking patent clerk. He fucking read patents. Fuck! He's not a patent clerk. He was a fucking sued, and he made no money, and he lied. He lied about having that doomsday device and wireless electricity, which is also a fucking... The air is not conductive. That is why we don't get zapped to shit around electricity. And there's insulation, which would stop that if the air was electric. But like transmission lines, like big fucking transmission lines, they're up so high because the earth has some electricity. Like, it's like electric. So the earth actually, it's a dielectric. The earth actually interferes with electricity. So they put them high up because they can't put them on the ground. It's not just a safety thing. They literally cannot do anything about the earth. Fucking sucking the electricity up and interfering with their electronics. Oh my god. So... that was a completely different thought. So Tesla, fucking Studius Maximus. Like, the guy is a fucking clown. And they named him magnetic because he didn't do anything. I asked my electrical engineering undergrad. He's like doing his master's in physics now. Good for him. Honestly, that's fucking so good to hear. When I heard that, I was like, oh, I thought he was kidding. But his work is paying for it. Anyway, he honestly motivated me to do some physics, not gonna lie. And some math. And it's charging fast, boy. Years old. I'm not kidding. I used to watch griefing videos when I was 10. Maybe that actually is... No, probably not. And, yeah. I thought it was funny. I didn't really understand what I was watching, but they used to kill people on Halo, like betray people. And just, these kids would get so fucking annoyed. Like, they would, like, some of them would just get fucking, like, kind of upset. And, like, I don't know if I'd enjoy watching that now, because I have a lot more empathy. Like, a lot more. Anyway, this wireless charging is, I'm using a battery pack, and it's, like, it's not going up, not gonna lie, because I have a shit battery. But if I was using a wireless battery charger, it wouldn't go, it would go way down because the rates are just so low. Because to my knowledge, it's just an oscillating magnetic field that induces a current. Because the electric field doesn't really transfer through air because it's not conductive. So, like, you have either a battery pack or a wireless charger. In terms of, like, something you place your phone on, and that's assuming you place your phone on it. See, that's is that theory or experimental? It's both. Yeah, fuck Nikola Tesla. It actually fucking irks me that people, like, they have no idea about what he did. Like, when his lab burned down, apparently, and then he was like, yeah, I created the photo X-ray way before he did, and then the evidence is burned. It's like, dude, why? I guess he's just clout chasing. Well, that's the first time I've used that two words together. I feel like I have a negative attitude towards people who use those words. Just because I've seen it just be so drama. Like, just dramaful. I need to pee again. Oh shit, no I don't. I'm kidding. I'm lying. I'm kidding. Psych! That's the wrong number. So, how you doing, one viewer? I make myself guffaw. Actually, you don't really make yourself guffaw usually. You make other people make you guffaw. Hey, look at that planet. Bro, that looks so cool. There's a fucking helicopter, goddamn. Because it's so used, and it will be forever more used. Whether that be a manipulation of AI or... Oh. I have devolved. Just... $8:30? I might have to go. I could do this literally all day. I'm actually surprisingly good at monologuing. Because I'm on. I do know what you mean. Do you? Yes. Did you think that was going somewhere? Maybe you do make yourself guffaw. A chortle, at most. Sometimes. What the fuck is that? Oh. Nobody seems to be happy that I'm being discharged, except my family and my online friends, some of them, and my friends here. So basically the majority of people are happy, except the public, I assume anyway. Assumption function, what's your assumption? My assumption is this. American Psycho is a literal movie. He killed him. He killed Paul Allen, covered it up, then got away with it. And his lawyer pretended not to know who he was, so he could honestly defend him. Well, he wasn't really defending him. I killed Paul Allen. I did it. Nah, I'm fucking with you. He didn't kill Paul Allen. This is just a loose. It wasn't Saturday, was it? Tuesday. I took mushrooms in the hospital. I don't know if I told you this, but I took mushrooms in the hospital. We tried to watch American Psycho, and the guy I took mushrooms with, we were both like a good quarter of the movie. It was like, yeah, this is pretty good, and then fucking halfway through the movie, we're like, this is fucking awful. Please, are thinking we don't say it to each other. We're just like enjoying it. Those are like 2 grams of shrooms each. Like fuck. I didn't even avoid stat. gibberish. Like, it wasn't like a distinctly. And that frustrates me to a great deal. Instead, I speak gibberish in English. It's true. True. It's just fucking mental masturbation. So if you look up Charles Manson, that fucker. Yeah, but it's like he's speaking words, but he's not speaking English. I don't know how you do that. Like, that's fucked. Conjunction function. What's your gumption? You got gumption, son. Gusto. Why is it with a G? Spunk. I'm a fucking spunky punk. What of it? Huh? This can't be entertaining. These streams are so degenerate. Like, oh fuck. Do I even have chat on this? Chatting. Jeez. Sure, save. Can we use it? How do we use that? This is gonna turn off the stream like that. What the fuck? If I do that, it will delete it. And that could fuck it up. But I'm gonna do it anyway, fuck it. Oh, there we go. But it just made me small, so I can't really see myself. There's still no chat. I guess my one viewer is not interested in talking to me, which is, I feel like, unintendedly reciprocated. Unintentionally. This is probably way better for my phone because it's not just rendering my video camera. 30 FPS. I don't know why. Hold on. Create new scene. Delete that. Okay, that's, I don't know why. That's not what I wanted. Are you still, am I still live streaming? This is hilarious. Back camera. Why is there no front camera? There, now it works. Okay. I'm going to go for an hour, apparently, on the stream time and see what it comes out to. I'm not really going to look for a function between the two. It's not my intent. Oh, okay, see ya.